Hi, FlossTube. I'm Colleen.
And I'm Cheryl.
And
we're stitching with the Sisterlies.
Thank you all for tuning in. Oh no.
What?
Start over.
Why?
Because I touched my nose.
Don't start over.
Oh, it itches.
We'll get to the end and then you'll understand why.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and for those of you who subscribed and all the nice, sweet, supportive comments you made. I thought I'd go over a few comments. We got one from Buckeye Stitcher. She said that if her and her sister did a video, it would be just like this, but she wasn't sure who would be the bossiest.
Well, we know who the bossiest is between these two.
No, actually, there's another sister, the older one.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm the middle one, and Cheryl's
You'll get to meet her someday.
And so, anyway, and then Diana commented, and she liked told us to keep going. Oh, I want to scratch my nose. And she's in Florida, so sending support to you.
And her prayers.
Prayers, and hope you stay safe in Florida. And I think we got a few other comments, but that was pretty, I have to itch my nose. I just have to. I'm so sorry.
Okay, itch your nose.
Okay,
Go ahead,
should
itch
I
your
pause?
nose. No?
Okay. All right, so what about you, sister? Did you read any of the comments?
I read the same ones you read because we're kind of in the same FlossTube. But my news this week is my sweet husband, who I've been married to for 41 years, we owned a tree service. We've owned that tree service, and then in the Bay Area, and then we retired, moved up here. He was bored, and so he started another one. Well, he's not allergic to poison oak.
Oh, that's right.
But I am.
That's why
And
my
so
nose
for
itches.
41 years, every time he goes on poison oak, he forgets to tell me, and I get it. So all week I've been,
Don't show all of it.
I don't know. No. I don't know if you can see it. Poison oak all over my arms. So I've been on my face.
And I think she touched my nose.
Yeah, right. That's why. But that's what I've been dealing with. And we're getting ready to go to Hawaii, so I'm trying to get over this so that I can enjoy Hawaii with my friend. Mm-hmm. So you'll be seeing me from Hawaii.
Yes.
Not next time, by the time
We're
after
going to
that.
try to figure out how to do that. Anyway, let's do some whips. Do you have any whips, sister?
I have several. So what does that mean?
We're at 2 minutes and 3 minutes now.
How many minutes do I get?
Oh, I'll tell you.
How many minutes do you get?
As many as we need.
As many as you want.
Just go on ahead.
Okay, so I was teaching my granddaughters how to crochet, and they wanted to make scarves. So we went out and bought yarn at Hobby Lobby, and
that's cute.
Thanks. I decided once I saw how bad of a teacher I was in teaching how to crochet.
No, you weren't. They did really good.
I would do their first one for them and then give them a video of how to crochet. So I'm going to do a tutorial on how to do this V-stitch double crochet.
Kind of like when you first learned it, I just did it for you.
I know. So anyway, this is the start of it. I'm almost done with Sophia's. Sophia is 10 years old, my 10-year-old granddaughter.
How many granddaughters do you have? You have 3 kids.
I have 4 granddaughters and 5 grandsons. But they don't want scarves.
I have 8 kids. Why?
The boys
don't
get
want cold.
Well, they didn't want one.
I have 8 kids. I had to write this down.
Right. Oh, that's what she has to
grandlittles and 12 great-grandlittles. Well, because they will call me out if I
miss one. Yes.
And that's only the ones I know. I mean, I think part of Idaho could be related to me. No. Anyway, that's your first whip. What's your next one?
So my next one, I had shown you the one I had finished last week of my bread.
We're going around. You want me? Are you shorty-handed?
Yeah, I'm shorty-handed. My bread cloth, and so I found that I told you I was going to look for the pattern, and there's the pattern. It's
focused.
I can't-
Sorry for the...
I can't read.
Read upside down. Just
I
do it.
can't.
I'm sorry.
But it's scripture bread cloths.
Scripture Breadcloth by Leisure Arts, I believe.
So I started on my next one.
Leisure Arts.
Well, that doesn't show up very good. But I
Well,
started on my next one.
Reach with those little poison ivy arms.
I know,
Oh,
my little...
That sucks.
I have like little Jurassic.
It's little stuff in there. It looks like she took a ink pen and wrote.
I didn't. It's stitched. But I have to show off. My sister got this for me, and it's my
I didn't get it
She
for
made
you.
it for me. And it's my favorite bag, and I'm trying to get her to do a tutorial on bags because I
Well,
love
you could
her
go
bags.
to So Sweetness, Sarah Lawson, and do.
Oh, don't scratch.
See the tutorial. I didn't scratch.
No, me. I
Don't
won't
scratch. It'll make my nose want it.
So anyway, I love this. This is what I keep my floss in for my.
That's one of
stitching.
my finishes.
And then I'm working on for Colleen. Excuse me, for Colleen. I tried to make this a surprise, but it's hard to make a surprise for Colleen since we're in the same sewing room.
Yeah.
This is, oh boy, had to be in a white binder.
How
This
about-
is Claudia Dinell's Legacy of Faith.
No.
And so,
Sorry, guys.
this is how far I've gotten. Claudia Dinell has machine embroidery, and if you've ever done machine embroidery, it is so
Hi,
much
Daisy.
fun. I mean, she has some beautiful quilts that she does in machine embroidery. So I think she's Claudia Dinell's Designs. So anyway, here we go. This is the Legacy of Faith, and if
goes with
those
our-
of you who know us or know us,
No, just history. Just your history. The Donner.
yeah, well,
Donner
I'm
family.
getting there.
All right, let's
slow down.
Get it right.
It's my history too. Anyway, we were part of the trek that came with the Donner family, and
Oops.
the trek that
Did I
came
just-
with the Donner family.
Okay.
I did not
What
belch.
did I do over there?
Anyway, so clearly we made it.
We survived. There's a reason we survived, and we're directionally impaired, just like they were.
So anyway, there's that, and then I just stitched these out. I have to cut them out to finish the borders on them, but it's Legacy of Faith and Courage and Strength, which is what it took to
Yes.
get across that area. And then I had just finished, this could be a disaster.
Wait, can you get up?
I just finished my girlfriend a quilt for her and her granddaughter to go and have
Reading.
some reading time because they love to read.
Popcorn and reading.
So anyway, there we go, and I appliqued on these flowers, and upside down, right here it says,
What?
a sweet friendship refreshes the soul, which is a proverb. So,
Okay. Cute.
anyway, it's kind of hard to see the whole thing, but whoops.
You could have wiped my nose while you were there.
She'll love that. And then the last thing is I've started doing
Oh, Daisy.
our portraits. So at Pioneer Quilts, they have a gal named Rose Burris who does animal portraits. And so,
This is all done with fabrics. Little teeny.
yeah,
itty-bitty
little teeny pieces
So
of
there
fabric.
you go, Priscilla and Chelsea. Do Ronnie.
And anyway, so I still have to finish her. I have to put the netting over the top, but I'm taking one more class, and I think I'm going to do my sister-in-law's dog and my daughter-in-law's dog, which are both boxers. So anyway, that's Daisy. Those are my whips that I still have to finish. So how about you, sis?
I have some whips. Hold this. Don't knock anything over.
Don't knock anything over.
I don't have too many.
Where'd you go?
Didn't get too much done because I don't know why.
Because you were laying around? Oh.
I wasn't. I think I was nursing
It
an
was-
itchy nose. So this is Teresa Kogut's Tophat sheep, which I showed you last week.
Right.
And
And?
it's not very focused. And I showed you I almost got the border done. Well, now I do all the way around.
Yay.
So now we got to do the ba-ba part. And is it showing up?
Yeah.
And then I did have a start. I didn't do anything on my So She Did, 'cause I don't know why. The Prairie School, I told you about that, and I told you
Because
about
you're excited about the cow.
And so I started the
Cute. I love that.
cow. The cow. Can you see the little cow?
And I like all
I
your
kind of, I
needle
might have
holders.
to frog out the. It's a cow, and the other one's a sheep, which you got me.
Oh.
Well, now you made me forget what I was going to say.
Oh, frog out.
That's
What
why I
does frog out
can't
mean?
finish a sentence.
My fault. It's always my fault.
So as far as cross stitch, that's my whips. I do have some quilting whips because we do that. I'm working on a commissioned bear paw quilt, flannel
Oh, I
bear
like
paw
that.
quilt. It is so pretty. Oh
Wait.
my gosh!
But it's so
pretty.
soft.
Well, it's flannel. And then Priscilla and Chelsea and some other people are doing the Quilt As You Go, which Jera Brandvig of Seattle, Washington, wrote the book,
Oh.
and it's a tutorial on the fat quarter shop. I'll link it here, but you could probably see it there.
Super cute.
So I'm using the lace in it too,
Oh, I like that.
and
I like the lace. Is it going to be...
a baby quilt, I think,
Okay.
because I have all these.
Oh, it makes such a pretty
if I would
bedspread.
finish it, or a baby quilt.
Or
'Cause
bedspread.
Yeah. And then I'm also doing some Lori Holt vintage patterns that were in her grandma's pattern
Oh,
basket.
yeah. These
So
are
I'm way behind.
beautiful.
So anyway, I'll just show a few.
As I'm dropping them on the ground.
You're just dropping them on the ground. This one I like. This is a little house.
Now you're dropping them on the ground.
Little
Aw,
house,
cute.
Anyway, so, and then
Ooh, I like
there's
the
some
next
big
one.
ones.
And who, this is Lori Holt?
This is Lori Holt, and here's a basket. Lori Holt of
Do
Be
we
in My
know what
Bonnet.
fabric this is?
Oh, yeah. Chat with me for a moment so the brain kicks in. It is
Chat.
Vintage Farm Girl.
Okay.
And another thing I'm going to be doing with Lori Holt and Riley Blake
Is
is
that
the
Riley? Oh, that's her fabric. Riley.
Granny's Chic Garden, so it's a lot
don't
of
scratch.
applique. And let me finish a sentence instead of talking for me.
I can't. I'm itching.
I'm older, so you should
Yes,
respect
you are.
that. Last week I was talking about these really cool
Yep.
project bags. And
I want one of them.
I just ordered 3 more. I got one for you, a pumpkin one.
Ah.
And I got these from
I'm spoiled.
Linda Jo, Pretty Southern's Etsy page.
Did you show
And
what's
she's-
in them?
Well,
That's how they
I
show.
showed them last time. Oh yeah, I like this vinyl
Whoa.
instead of that really clear, because
Yeah.
it doesn't stick. It's really cool. Anyway, I had said she was a primitive stitcher, and she's not the primitive stitcher. She is Pretty Southern. Then, 2 more quilt blocks. So then I like Tula Pink when I go modern.
Like is just saying
Minimal.
it. Oh,
So
minimally. She
I'm making
loves
some
Tulip
Elizabeth
Pink.
stars. That's Elizabeth. So I have a bunch of these
That's
blocks
beautiful.
done. And then I also EPP. So I've been EPPing and EPPing. I do that too. EPPing and what is that other thing? Applique. You
Yeah.
get that applique over it.
Cool.
And then haul is I got the lap stand to start doing my
I love my lap stand.
what is it? What am I doing? Punching the needle in the cheesecloth?
Punch needle.
Punch needle.
Yeah.
So, and then I wanted to mention one other thing. I've been watching FlossTube and doing catch up. I watch all of Pam and Steph, and they're just hilarious. And I have a couple more quilts
They
which
are
I finished
sweet.
and I sent to them, but I don't have them here because I sent them to them. Priscilla and Chelsea, please stop talking about hornworms. Because
They
it
scare her.
traumatizes me. When I was little, my dad chased me around and threw one on me. Those suckers stick to you, squirt out this green stuff, and they stink. It's not funny. And she keeps talking about them. She's feeding them to her chickens or something. And I don't. One year, my mom grew tomatoes. She drew tomato worms. That's all we saw. I remember going in the kitchen to do dishes, and there was one crawling on the window outside.
Yep, there was.
It's like,
Yeah, she doesn't like those.
yeah. Okay, you got some haul?
Yeah, I have a couple things. One is while I am flying over the ocean to Hawaii and all the rest of you are at home, I'm going to be working on this cross stitch, which is it's stitch, cross stitch, and I've always loved this pattern, which is the tree of all the different seasons. And so I'm going to start working on that one. Hopefully we'll see how far I get. And then lastly, my next thing I'm going to work on is draperies. What'd you say?
Here, put that up. Put that up.
Is draperies for my bedroom. So this is the fabric. She just rubbed her nose behind the drape.
She's lying. Little children lie.
So this is the fabric I'm going to work on, and I'll be showing you the progress and telling you how I'm doing
Who's
these.
this by?
They're going to be lined drapes, by the way, and blackout, because I hate light in my bedroom.
Light in her bedroom.
So that's what I'm working on.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We could talk about my lung cancer, or lack thereof. I no longer have it. But about your nursing me, we didn't talk about it last week. That
Why
was in
do
our
we
practice.
need to?
Because you suck.
I don't have
Bad
lung
nurse.
cancer.
Bad nurse. No, I don't either anymore. I had it twice.
Hey, I
had two
never said I
surgeries.
was a nurse. I just said I'd come watch you.
Yeah, and so she was learning to quilt, so she'd forget about me. When she would remember me, she'd step on my oxygen hose, so it's a little difficult to breathe.
She couldn't figure out why she could breathe.
Did not know what ambulatory meant.
Nope.
And I'm ill, so I'm just laying there.
Oh, like you knew too.
She decides we need to go to Costco, and I think
Ambulatory sounds like you amble.
so.
You know,
or you lay and rest. So while I'm resting, I am wearing my oxygen. When we go to Costco and we're walking all over that damn place, we don't. So then, a little while later, my cousin and I go see my surgeon. We walk in there, and she goes, "Where's your oxygen?" I go, "Oh, I only need it for ambulatory reasons." She said, "That's what you need it whenever you're moving around." And I said, "Well, my sister," she liked my sister. She didn't much care for me. And so she goes, "No, you need to, we called you, we explained it to you." I go, "Well, my sister didn't, you know." And I said, finally, I mean, I just couldn't win. And I just said, "Well, maybe I'm not getting enough oxygen to my brain." And she said, without a miss, "Perhaps you're not." I'm just like, wow. And I had an air leak both times. So the first time they just removed the tumor, or I call it Virginia because I used to smoke Virginia Slims. And then it came back a couple years later. And then I went in and they removed the whole lobe.
Left lobe.
Left lobe. And yeah, one of them. We have 3 lobes, so I can still breathe, kind of. They removed it, and then when I had an air leak, and I was in IC. I was in the hospital for a month because of this air leak, because I'm full of hot air apparently, and we went.
She said it. I didn't.
Yeah, they were moving me from ICU to a room. I had a pump because of my air leak. The pump, somehow the battery died or whatever. Mm-hmm. I started blowing up like a balloon, and nobody was believing me. And they just said, "Oh, no, you look fine." Well, I was blowing up. You could have put a string on me, opened the window, and I could have been a balloon in the Macy Parade.
Mm-hmm. She could have.
And so what it was crepitus. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to to get them to listen to me, and I'm saying some choice words. But when you sound like
Munchkin.
The Munchkins, the F-bomb doesn't really have much impact. But I survived that. And I survived my sister's nursing, and I love her, and I'm blessed to have her in my life.
She moved in with me.
Yes.
I can't be that bad.
Oh, dear. So, we decided,
we have a giveaway so I don't know if any of you have heard of Nike, but they're up here in the Pacific Northwest, and I have a extended family member, Tim Degner, who works for Nike.
Plug.
And he works for Nike, and I've been watching his YouTube video, and one of the things he says to do, she gets bored with me talking.
Just go on.
It's funny how
No, I'm just
It doesn't
hiding
bother her.
I'm hiding my chin.
Uh-oh. Anyway, one of the things he talked about when starting a small business, which is what we're doing, is to have giveaways. So last week we noticed that Colleen did a lot of this during the video. And so we have a giveaway, which is this cute little box, and it has some things in here, but it's gonna have more things for, ooh, how do you get that there? For cross stitching or stitching. And anyway, the first person who comments on the bottom of our number 2 floss tube about how many times Colleen rubbed her nose.
Just guess. Don't go watch the first one.
We'll
And this
be-
one doesn't count.
Oh yeah, watch the first one. We'll be sending this to you as our gift to you.
What's in it? You're not going to tell anybody?
No, I
Well, what
said
if
I
they-
have some things in here.
Well, why would
I
they
said it
want
had to
that?
do with Crust because the box is cute.
Oh, okay. Cute box.
Cute box,
With
but there's stuff
Sisterly,
in it.
everything has to be cute.
Cute.
Yes.
Cute matters.
So, but anyway, thank you so much
Thank
for watching
you.
and subscribing and liking us and your comments.
Yes.
And if you want to continue to watch us, hit subscribe and hit that little bell, and then it'll ping and tell you when we're on. I think next week Sister will be in Hawaii next Saturday, so we probably
Yeah.
won't do this till Sunday. And even then it might be limited, but
And we're
and
gonna have a friend. We're gonna have a friend with me.
oh yes,
And
Yvonne.
she's the first person that, one of the first two, Mary and Yvonne were the first 2 people in one of our classes. So anyway,
One
that'll
of
be
what
entertaining.
classes?
We taught them a bag.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
So anyway, thanks again for
They
watching.
did well. They did well. I was the teacher, so imagine. Just do it. Just do it. All right. Thanks again. Hit
Thanks.
subscribe. Have a great week and
Bye.
happy stitching.
See you in Hawaii.
And let me figure this out. Boink, boink.